Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Saturday morning, I'm here at BBC Radio 2, and in 20 minutes' time, we have Sounds of the 60s, which goes from 6 o'clock. I'm just trying to get a better picture for you. That's better. No, it's not. That's not bad, is it?
Released in 2000.
Hello, early morning risers. Saturday morning, the weekend has started. And I got some terrific 60s music for you coming on at 6 o'clock this morning. For all those of you who couldn't sleep, can't get to sleep, and are on Facebook already, to all my Facebook friends, nice to have you with us. Here you come. Lovely. I love early mornings. I think early mornings are absolutely fabulous. And, coming in this morning, it was rather like doing the Radio 1 breakfast show. Coming in and no traffic around. It's absolutely fabulous. I love this time of the morning. My favourite time of the morning. Let me show you where we are. This is the, let me see, just let me revolve the camera. Here we are. This is the Pick of the Pop studio. Very nice studio. And this is not the one that I do the other show in. In other words, the Golden Hour. The Golden Hour is done in another studio where I used to do Pick of the Pops. It's just round the corner, actually. But this is the one where the Chris Evans breakfast show comes from. This is the one we're going to be doing. Which is where, at the other side of the glass, there's Tom DeCrow on the right there. There we are, waving to you. There's George there, who's our studio manager. He's busy doing something else at the moment. So this is where I'm going to be doing the show from. Becky Payne says, good morning. Hi to you. Diane Brooks says, good morning. So this is where we do it from. Some of the early morning risers. As I was saying, I love early mornings, coming in, and as I used to do in the 60s, not actually in this building, because this is known as Wogan House, and this is separate from New Broadcasting House, which is just literally over the other side of the road. It's not joined onto Broadcasting House, rather like BBC Radio London. We can walk from one place to another and not have to go outside the building for that. But here you just go outside the building and it's just over the road. But this is where I'm going to be doing the show from. We're on at, 17 minutes time at 6 o'clock, of course. Hi to Matthew Barnes. Hi up, Tony, he says. Hi to you. And let me see. Hi, Tony from Normandy. Hello to you. On the beaches there, I hope. Let me see. Very good morning, Tony. Hi, Christine. Rob, morning. Good morning to you. And Steve Cole. Hi. How are you doing? Fine. I love doing this show. I mean, I do Tom, who's the producer of the programme. Phil the Collector Swern, he will be doing a show with Paul Gambaccini later on, Pick of the Pops, of course. So he doesn't come in first. Actually, Phil's away on holiday at the moment. But we put the show together, and then Tom comes in, and we do it together. Tom was with me on the Golden Hour last night. So we finish at 8 o'clock. I go home, have about sort of 4 hours sleep, which is enough for me, and then wake up and do this show, which I absolutely adore. I adore it. I love broadcasting, and I love working at the BBC and doing this show. And the Sounds of the 60s, this will be my second Sounds of the 60s. We had a very good reaction to it last week. I've altered it slightly. We've got Phil. Phil. He's got this this terrific collection. So we've got the Collector's Colossal Collection, where he comes on every hour and pays us a slightly more obscure track. Let's put it that way. We've got the American Top 3 coming up as well. The top 3 on this particular. What year are we going for this year? Let me see if I can find it for you. America's Top 3 from this particular week, 1969. Let me see. Oh, yes, some really good songs. Really good songs there. I wonder what you can guess is number 1 in America, 1969, on this very week. Well, you'll find out a little bit later on. Good morning, Martin. Woof woof. Have a good show and a weekend. Yes, the dog Arnold is back with me again. He's still fast asleep in his dog basket. We revived him last week, and a lot of people seem to like that. Lorraine from Bedford, hi to you. Are you doing requests? Yeah, you can actually get in touch with us, and we can play your request. You can text 88291, that's 88291. You can email SOTS, which stands for Sounds of the 60s, of course, SOTS@bbc.co.uk. We've got another email address, tonyb@bbc.co.uk. Twitter, you can tweet me at Tony Blackburn, and Tom keeps an eye on the tweets. And you can tweet me at BBC Radio 2. So there are loads of ways you can get in touch. Morning, I'm off to work soon. Great to have your company. Thank you very much. Last week was fab. That's good. Well, it's different. You know, I mean, my Sounds of the 60s is obviously different to what's been going on lately. First of all, of course, it's the first time Sounds of the 60s has been done live for many years. I always, if I can, would like to do my shows live. I don't really like recording too much, but now and then you have to. So they're all, it's a live show, which I think makes one heck of a difference to have a show live. Just going to move around a little bit there because I just want to see your messages clearer. Morning from Bournemouth. Hello to you. Looking forward to... And who was that from? I didn't get that. Andrew Long, hello to you. And Mark Johnson as well. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Absolutely. I love early mornings. You know, for me, coming from my home and driving into town today, it was just like doing the Radio 1 breakfast show all over again. Not many cars around, you know, and you can get from A to B quickly, which I love. So early mornings for me, fabulous, and I'm looking forward very much indeed to the summer when outside there it's going to be light. It always makes you feel better. The winters, well, I think we got rid of the winters now. It's nice and mild out there this morning. If you are coming to London, it's a nice mild morning, not bad at all. How easy it is dealing with the new studio tech from when you first started. You know, there's not a lot of difference. It's more, not really a lot of difference, actually. You know, these are digital desks, which doesn't make much difference. Of course, in the early days when I started Radio 1, we had turntables in the studio, which we don't have now. So it's all done on a screen. I can show you the screen, actually. Let me show you the screen. So, exact program, but there it is. All the music's on that screen. I just click these buttons down here. Here are all the buttons and things like that. And it looks very complicated. And there's what we call a cart wall. That's where you play all the jingles from. And there's, just in case we forget what station we're on, not that we ever do. There's the clock. Got loads of clocks, actually. There's another clock in there. Just make sure we right on time. So that's the studio. But there's not a lot of difference. I mean, I suppose there is. Yeah, I mean it's more technical. There's more switches on it now, but it does the same thing. When you hear it coming out of the radio, it more or less sounds the same. Good morning, Tony. Great to have you back on the radio playing golf this morning. Susan Casey says, "Good morning, Tony. Perfect start to the day." Thank you very much, Susan. We'll see if we can do this. You know, every Saturday. Sometimes we're sort of preparing stuff, but we've prepared it all for this morning, so you know, everything's fine. Perfect start of the day, says Susan. That's great. You know, a lot of people have said that Sounds of the 60s now being on at 6 in the morning, a little bit too early, but you do have, you know, that's not me. I don't do the scheduling here. Obviously, I'm just a very small, little minute wheel in a massive clog. But you've got the iPlayer. Please do use the iPlayer because the iPlayer means it's catch up. You know, you can catch up on the program if you miss any of it. Pam Lyons, good morning, Pam. Jeffrey Short, hello to you. Right, now I better start putting my mind back on the program. So, a good reason to get up early. Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. Well, you've got to start on the day, and I know a lot of people get up early because you're working today. You know, not everybody's got the weekend off, so you will be working today. And my schedule for the weekend, tomorrow I'll be doing sounds. Oh, well, later on this evening I'll be doing a soul show, of course, as you know. And of course tomorrow it's on BBC Radio London, Soul on Sunday. So looking forward to the weekend. I always look forward to Friday because we get things started with the golden hour, and then it goes on right through from Saturday to Sunday. So my 3 days of absolute bliss. Your 3 days of absolute hell, but my 3 days of absolute bliss, because this is what I enjoy doing. I've not been to sleep yet, not feeling too good, but hear you has made me feel better. That's nice to know. Thank you very much. Hope you feel better later on. Andrew Long, hi to you. Have a great show. Thanks for the shout out. A pleasure. So we'll see you soon, and I hope you enjoy today's show. And please tell all your friends to tune in. BBC Radio 2, Sounds of the 60s, my second Sounds of the 60s, which I hope you enjoy. And coming to you live from BBC Radio 2, from this lovely studio in the heart of London, Portland Place. See you soon. Have a lovely Saturday, by the way.